Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of the Alexander Raid video. This time we're going to be talking about Alexander Midas, which is the second 4 parts, so parts 5, 6, 7, and 8. And they're this arm, right here. Now, when you first start, Gordius is the only section available, right there. When you finish that, this arm actually comes out and slams into this. So it's really cool, like when you see that. His head's not out yet, his head's still inside, so... Yeah, now this one, the very first section of this one we wiped, so you get to see a wipe. I am going to try to keep at least one wipe if a wipe occurs in a video. There's a reason I'm saying at least one, because later there will be multiple. Hooray! But yeah, so for this section you start here and you climb up just like the last arm and you try to break through there. So as always, praise my sheep and enjoy. Alright everybody, let's begin. So this is Midas, which is the second part of Alexander. So like I said before, Alexander's made up of 3 chunks. Each chunk has 4 sections. This one's going to have the first wipe that occurred to me and the party, unfortunately. And I think it's this one, this fight, actually. I'll know real quick, as I'm looking at it. This music, I swear, is so weird. It's weird to me. The music doesn't really match the fights. It's very techno-y. So, this one, Gordius, which is the first one I did, we were climbing up an arm. We're climbing up an arm here, and I had to figure out what the hell was going on. It's used these things to kind of fall down holes. And this one still has some trash in it. You got some ads that you got to clear out. Alright. Yeah, this is just ads. I think they're basically like the ads in the first round of the other one, if I remember. I'm still on my red mage for this. Now, earlier this evening, my wife and I, as I'm recording this commentary, we finished the Alexander grinding that we were doing. 60 frickin' runs of the various Alexanders. Holy crap. And, we went and have unlocked Omega. So we're going to be starting the Omega stuff, and I'm going to record that. So those raids, I'm going to do those as a dancer, rather than like I am here as my red mage. I'm going to be doing those as a dancer. So you'll get to see some different gameplay other than me casting my Ver Fires and Ver Holies and all of that. Well, you don't really get to see Ver Holy. You don't get to see any of the cool combos I can do as a red mage. Yeah, there's not a lot to say yet. Is this the one? Oh, I love this. I love these. But here. I love like how it feels like a roller coaster. It's real cool. I think this is it? Yeah, so this is the one where we wipe. So it's a problem. So you see all these syringes? On normal, the way I'm doing it, 2 of those syringes are active, which are purple and red. And you have to, like, we're gonna get on the little thing and go, whee! Look at us. We're like Sonic. So only the purple and red are active on normal. I don't know what the other 2 do. I think they're for Savage. Obviously, you have to jump when you're a Lala. And, you know, got to get my sword out. And you have to... This one is a very mechanics-heavy fight. So, as you can see, the goblin got big. I'm doing my special jump forward. When you get near this electrical thingy in the middle, you get goop on the sides. Now, the purple goop is bird mode, and the red goop is monkey mode. And you use these to do different things. So at some point during this fight, he's going to spawn bombs. And when he spawns the bombs, somebody needs to go into the red goop, like, and become monkey. And then when you become monkey, you can knock the bombs away. So let's see if that happens. I think I get in the monkey. Oh yeah, and he also drops poison. And like I said, we wipe on this one, so it's a good time. There's the bomb. So basically somebody's supposed to get... See the monkey? And then they're supposed to knock the bomb as far away from everybody as they can. Because the bomb's going to hurt you no matter what you do. And I'm like, me and my wife's over here, Milliette, her character. We both tried to get away from the bombs. And he gets big again, yay! Like, I don't remember. Like, I'm going to watch, because I haven't watched any of this back. I'm recording this live like a reaction. Why did everyone die? Okay, so I'm a bird now. Because he's going to do his smashies. That. Is this where we is this where the wipe happens? With the smashing? I think it is. No, not this one. Oh no, tanks are getting their butts kicked. We get some ads. It was right after the ads, wasn't it? Oh, one of the tanks is about to... And there went one tank. Once the tanks go down, it's over. If the healers can't get them back up. And both tanks are dead. And I can't res. You see me trying to res here, and I forgot red mages can only start resing at 64. So we got the tanks up. And then one of the healers dies, and I immediately try to res them, because that's what I'm used to doing, and I can't. Because I forgot that I can't do that. My wife died. My wife was the other person who could emergency res. And the other healer isn't resing. In fact, the other healer was about to DPS, which is real stupid. Now the boss is on me, because he's mad, and I'm dead. And at this point, because the other healer is not attempting to res anyone, we wipe. So that explains that one. That's great. Oh, the healer tried to res somebody. You can't see it. He's trying to. He got the other healer. But at this point we have too much going on, and everything's just going to fall apart. The bombs just killed most of everybody. Because they didn't get knocked into the right position. Yeah, there it goes. So basically in that one, it looks like the bombs got knocked out after the, yeah. Clyde tried, though. So, there you go. We get it the second time. We only wiped once on that one. Thankfully, when you wipe, there's shortcuts. They hop you back. I'm using the interact key for that instead of my mouse. The 0 on your numpad by default is an interact key. Real handy if you play this game. You can use it to interact with NPCs, objects you're supposed to pick up. So if there's like crowds of people and you can't click well, or if it's a small thing, you just get near it and hit the 0 key or whatever you bind interact to, and you're good to go. Alright. Now I know what happened. Yeah, the problem wasn't... You can't see chat, but they're talking about how you have to turn into a bird when he does the boost. And someone's like, oh yeah, I spaced out on that. It's like, oh yeah, one guy during this fight was streaming. And, obviously if he's streaming, he streamed our wipe. So I said in the chat, I said, I hope your stream got a kick out of our wipe, and my wife immediately laughed. I am died. Thank you. He's the tank, by the way, that one. The Hiroyuki. So, if you want to go see a stream, go find Hiroyuki Byron somewhere on Twitch. You can see this person streaming Final Fantasy. There, I gave him some free ads after, you know, we all died. It was good times. Yeah, not much else about this fight, really. We get it the second time. Because the second time I think I helped with the monkey mode. Because if you notice, what killed us that first time was the bombs. Very clearly, the monkeys hit the bombs, near that purple thing, which was not far enough, and somebody already died. Oh my god, he died already. Jesus, I forgot that happened. This is still not the worst, though. The worst is going to be in Alexander Creator, which is the third video. That one, I cut out wipes. Because on one of the fights in that one, we wiped 4 times. No, we wiped 3 times and got it on the 4th. It was bad. Oh, and someone put the poison where you need to go. That's... See, situational awareness. You saw how the bomb exploded and it didn't even reach us on that corner? That's kind of what you have to do. See, that person's about to get poisoned. So they're dropping it off in a corner again, which is not good. I'm doing my melee combo and then jumping away. See, now he's about to boost, I think. So watch for a cast bar, I think. You can attack... Yeah, see, he's boosting. So if you're a bird when he does this, you don't get hit. Because you're flying above the ground. But we can just bite him. See, there he goes. He's gob swinging. See? Everyone who's a bird just ignores this. Clyde the tank decided to eat all of it, so he has 5 stacks of vulnerability. If you look over, you can see the 5 stacks. This time we just murder all the frickin' ads. Because we ain't playing around on this one. Gobbledygooper. Yeah, like I said, some of these fights are wild. And this also goes to show you that no matter how strong you are, because this game involves syncing automatically when you use Duty Finder like we are, and we had to. Oh god, that's right. There were 2 bombs here. This was monkey. Get the monkeys and knock the bombs into the corners. Yeah, see, that's what happened last time. Where the bomb is, that's a bad spot for the bomb, because that just hurt a lot of people. Thankfully, didn't wipe anybody. But even when you're doing content synced, which is defaulted, you have to actually turn that off. Even if you're ridiculously high level. Like, I'm level 80 on the Red Mage, and I'm like item level 510, something like that. 515. I'm near top. I'm not top. Oh yeah, here's monkey mode. I'm monkey. 1 monkey. 30 monkey. I died. Because I got hit by all 3 bombs. Lols. Oh, that was a sound macro, by the way. You can actually do sound effects through chat. They kill him. I just stay dead. Alright. Now we're moving on to the cuff. We were in the fist. Now we're in the cuff. And if I remember, this one's a gauntlet fight. So first we have some ad packs. Not very many. At least I think. Yeah, this is still... Yeah. I think this one is the gauntlet, I think. It's either this one or the next one. No, I think it's this one. Next one I want to say is the quick thing. I think. It's hard to remember. Oh yeah. Whee! And then I get a cutscene, because of course I do. Ah yes. So this one is 4 sort of mini-bosses in order. And they started the fight before the cutscene was over, but, you know, that's what always happens. So I just end up using the move immediately, yes. So this one's just 4 mini-bosses, doesn't take that long. This first guy, Blaster, his big thing is he drops those landmines, so if I get near him, they detonate, which obviously I'm going to not. And the other big thing he does is he drops explosions on people, and you'll see them happen soonish, I think. He may not even get... Oh, yeah. So, see, I'm targeted there? He's dropping a bomb. And it drops these shades. And if you are in front of any shade, you will get hit when they do that. But basically, you just make sure that none of them are facing where you're standing. When you kill him, you go up to the next step. This one is Brawler. He just punches. His big thing is he'll light up his hands, and depending on which hand he lights up or how he lights them up, stuff will happen. Honestly, it's kind of a joke. The big thing is when he does a drill hand, like this, and then he's going to pick somebody. And the closer you are, if you get hit by the drill, the more damage it takes, so you just stay away from him. The other big thing is if he lights up both hands, which he's doing here. This, you stack up, if you can, because he does that big burst of light in front of him. And then he's drilling again. Like I said, these are mini bosses. They don't take a lot of effort. This was one of the ones we had on our farming list because of how quick it was. Next is Swindler. Swindler is funny, because partway through the fight, he's going to move all the floor tiles. You see how the floors are kind of squared off by a 4x4 grid? He's going to raise some platforms, lower others, and then depending on your debuff that you get, you want to be on either a high platform or a low platform. Like partway through, when he does the platform, right here, he puts a thing, see? And now if I'm on a high platform, I take additional damage, so I want to get on a low. But if I was on a low platform, and you put the low one where I take more damage, I want to get on a high. The other thing he does, which we never really saw, but that was the AoEs that if you're on the wrong spot, you're going to get hurt. The other big thing that he did is he can put a stack on somebody. Excuse me. Whatever. And if you don't have the exact number of people stack on the person, it doesn't count and you take full damage. Vortexer is the odd one. So he can drop explosions on people that leave fire puddles. So obviously don't step into fire puddles. But his big thing is, at some point he will summon like a water tornado. Like a whirlwind of water. And then he'll target people with ice AoEs. And if you get next to him, see here are the fire puddles coming, right there. So obviously don't step in the fire. But for the ice one, I don't know if we saw it in this one. Oh yeah, he does a knockback too. He, does, are we gonna get to see it? Yeah, so there's the water tornado. And then 4 of us are gonna get marked with ice. And then basically you want to be... Somebody, see the ice people here? Somebody needs to be near this. None of them were. And if you are, you freeze it in place. And there's an attack he does called Ultra Flash. And you want to be behind the ice pillar to avoid Ultra Flash. But he doesn't do it there because we kicked his booty. Now, Arm of the Sun. Is this the one that's Quick Thinks? Yeah, this is Quick Things. I'm trying to remember all these. I just remembered, you know, I had the spreadsheet that I was using. Okay, so this one, you have to split the raid. And me and my wife at the time had no idea what we were doing. So we just sort of ran and picked things. She got juked on that one. So she had to go to the other side. Because only 4 people can go to each side. And basically you have to kill some ads. So she's off to the right where you can't see right now. But the raid comes together and then splits back up. So you ride these little conveyor belts. And then you split again. So see, some people go diamond, some people go circle. The spikes actually are hurting me. They're bleeding me. But then you get this. Look at this. Inside of Alexander. This is some crazy, crazy looking stuff. I mean, it's an entire city. And this is the kind of stuff this game does. Look at this city. Oh yeah, and the cat. Don't question the cat. You want to know about the cat, you play the Alexander raids. All 12 of them. It explains the cat. I will not explain the cat to you. Nor will I explain who Quick thinks is and why the claw is important. The claw! You'll see why I'm referencing the claw from Toy Story. So for this, you get on one of the conveyors. Whee! And then you can see my wife, she just went... I miss it, but you jump down the conveyors there and get jumped in. So, you start off on this little circular platform. The spikes hurt you, and the corners are jails. Now, they're not active right now, but at some point, I believe he does it to me in this, so you get to see me get chosen. Yeah. The Claw! I have been chosen by the Claw. Praise it. Praise the Claw. So he randomly picks people, and he puts them in these holes. Now, in the DPS hole, where I am, I just take damage while I'm in here, because I'm being cooked, and they have to break the padlock. If I touch the padlock, I take damage. So I can't actually help, and then I have to run across the spikes. Also, people referred to that as Horny Jail, and told me I was going to Horny Jail. I am displeased. He does, there's one he does there. He's going to stick somebody in one for an off-tank, so the off-tank gets put in a specific jail. Then there's one for healers, and then there's another one that's specifically for DPS. He also summons the cat. The cat is going to show its undying love for him. The cat is actually somewhere on the field. There's the cat, back over there, glowing. If that heart reaches him, he gets a damage boost, so you have to break the true heart. We barely do it. Barely. But yeah. Oh, also, for the claw, if you noticed, I had a ring around me. If any other player was within that ring, they too would have been chosen. And they would have gone into the jail. Oh yeah, there's also the big ball. If you get... It'll crush you if it rolls over you. Spikes come back. Spikes do bleeds. Oh, he's sticking somebody in another jail. You can kind of see it in my corner, that white. I think this is the off-tank one. Yeah, so when he does... Yeah, that's the off-tank one. They have to fight a couple of ads to get out. Also, the people who said I was going to Horny Jail, they said they are the sinners, and then the guy who said that is the one who got put in the jail. We all just started laughing. It was great. Like, it was one of those times where chat was actually fun. It was like, they were saying how funny it was that it was the Lala who got put into the Horny Jail. Me. And I was just like, how dares? How dares? I haven't explained limit breaks, by the way, but we never use them in any of this, although we will use them in the very last of the Alexander stuff. And there is one more section after this. Oh, this is the healer jail. So one of the healers gets put in healer jail. And healer jail is fun because they just have to stand on the grate to prevent poison from filling the room. That's literally it. They just have to wait it out. There's a grate in there. I know how I love... The person was like, I have been chosen, and I just yell, the Claw! But yeah, see how all the green went away? That's because the healer is standing on the poison, and then they just keep themselves alive while they're in there, basically. Yeah, I'm using my melee combo. I hit the wrong button. I was playing poorly. Alright, and then the last one. And all I'm going to say about this is Saturday morning cartoon. Honestly, this one is... Oh, and we also have Jack Skellington with us. Because of course we do. You can see my wife with her cute little wolf ears. And me at the front in my adventure. Now this looks pretty simple, right? Just a tank. Nothing big. It's just a tank. And I look confused. The music's a little fancy, right? This is one of the few times the music gets kind of cool. We're just going to fight Onslaughter. Seems fine, right? He doesn't do a whole lot. His big thing is that he'll point somewhere and fire that. Like I'm moving, because he's pointing a laser cannon. I think I get hit by it, too. I know. That's pretty much all he does. Simple fire, right? Yeah. Shoot some lasers. I think he drops some missiles at some point. Look how fast he's dying. It's no big deal. He's just... Yeah, he shoots missiles. And the he killed the tank. I forgot he did that. Oh, and these. You have to kill the ads, because then they start dropping missiles everywhere, too. They drop AoEs if they're not dead, so... See, there's all the AoEs these steam regulators drop. So... I'm very bursty as a red mage, so when I trigger off, you can watch the health drop very quickly. Oh yeah, I'm jamming. I have a smile on my face, because I know what's coming. This fight's ridiculous. But then, wait, what's this? Vortexer and Brawler are back, and you have to take on both of them, and their mechanics are entirely intact, so you have to fight and deal with both Vortexer and Brawler with their mechanics completely intact. This is ridiculous, right? Look at this. Look at this ridiculousness. So we chose Brawler first. Sometimes you do Vortexer, sometimes you do Brawler. You know, it's whatever the group wants to do, basically, is how we do it. And you do want to separate them. And that's specifically because when they die, Blaster and Swindler show up. And Swindler specifically has a buff on him where he starts doing more damage the more allies are near him. And technically, as far as I can tell, even though he does the floor shit, so like I'm on high ground, so I gotta get to low ground on that one. But we take Swindler out first because of the annoyance. Blaster ain't no big thing. And he has a buff on him if you notice it down there, but basically if he gets near his allies, his damage goes up. And technically speaking, his allies are still on the field. Technically. Oh yeah, and you still have to deal with this too. So watch him jump. There they go. Oh man, that was a hard fight, right guys? Now the fun begins. I'm gonna be quiet. Say hello to Brute Justice. Oh yeah. This fight is so silly. Say hello to the Saturday morning cartoon fight. Complete with flamethrowers, missiles, apocalypse rays. I love how chat was like, if you don't think this is the coolest shit, get the fuck out of here. And listen to the music. Oh yeah, he super jumps me. Now, he seems pretty simple, right? I don't know if we get to see it in this. But there's a moment during the fight where he will go haywire. I think we see it. I don't think we kill him fast enough to avoid it this time, but I don't remember. We've done it a few times where we kill him so fast we just completely phase, but I think he gets it on this one. Nope, we killed him. Okay. I'm not going to spoil it. So there you go. Alright. Yeah, you're just going to stare at this for a second. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to go and do the next one. So, later.